This part of the test will measure your speaking ability. It will last around 20 to 30 minutes. You will answer 4 questions. The first question will be about a familiar topic. The other 3 will be about short conversations, lectures, and reading passages. You can read and hear the lectures and paragraphs only once. You will see the time available for preparing the responses as well as the time to give your response on the bottom side of the screen. You have to stay within those time limits. Speaking Task 1. You will be asked a question about a familiar topic. You will then have 15 seconds to prepare your response, and 45 seconds to speak. Technology will make it so that people are more distant from one another. Do you agree or disagree with this statement? Include examples in your response. Prepare your response after the beep.
Alright. Technology will make it so that people are more distant from one another. Okay.
Start speaking after the beep.
Okay. I'm agree about this statement because as much as people know that technology is more advanced, just like an internet and TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, if they were live in there, like they don't give they don't make, and that is how they more distant from one another, like they more important their social media is more important than their life. Okay.
Speaking Task 2. You will read a short paragraph and then listen to a conversation between 2 people. You will have 50 seconds to read the paragraph. After, you will get a question about what you read and heard. You will have 30 seconds to prepare your response and then 60 seconds to give it. You have 50 seconds to read.
Okay.
Start reading after the beep.
The university has decided to make changes in the meal plan as of next semester. We plan on giving students more flexibility in their choices when it comes to when and where you can get your food. We feel that the all-access meal plan might be too expensive for some students, so we will give you the option to choose the restaurants on campus that you plan to eat at. Also, you'll be able to choose whether you will eat breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the main cafeteria. By giving you these options, we hope that it will help students save money. Okay.
Now listen to the conversation between 2 people.
Did you see what they are planning for the meal plan?
Yeah, and it's a simple money grab by the university.
You think so?
Absolutely. They are also using the cover of helping us save money. It is shameless. I saw the prices connected with the choices they are talking about. By choosing to eat all 3 meals in the main cafeteria, you will have to pay more than the all-access plan from last year.
Wow, I never used the meal plans, so I wouldn't know.
I used it last year and it was pretty good. You could go to all of those restaurants and the cafeteria. You didn't have to worry if you got the all-access. But now with the choices, you will have to either pay a lot of money to get it all, or you will have to limit yourself. Nobody I know is happy with this.
Why do you think the university is doing this?
It is simple. They are trying to get more money. They saw how much students like the food on campus, and they are now trying to increase their profit from it.
It seems in bad taste that they are using the story of saving students money as the reason of this change.
It is.
does the student think about the change to the meal plan? Prepare your response after the beep.
What does the student think about the change to meal plan? Alright.
Start speaking after the beep.
Okay, what does the student think about the change to the meal plan? A lot of students were not happy about the change of the meal plan because the meal on the cafeteria at the university is more expensive right now, and then they were more able and more prefer to choose the other restaurant outside the university, and the university are more gaining more profit at the meal at their cafeteria, and that was make their student doesn't like about the meal plan change. Okay.
Speaking task 3. You will read a short paragraph about an academic topic, then listen to a lecture about it. You will have 50 seconds to read the paragraph. After, you will get a question about what you read and heard. You will have 30 seconds to prepare your response and then 60 seconds to give it. You have 50 seconds to read. Start reading after the beep.
The human heart is the most important organ that sustains our body. It is a muscle with 4 chambers, and it is as big as your fist. The human heart never stops working, so you can say that it is the part of your body that works the hardest. The human heart is located between the lungs, and more towards the left side of the body. The heart helps keep the blood flowing in order to deliver information and nutrients where it is necessary. The blood that flows through our veins performs many important tasks. Okay.
Now listen to the lecture.
Our heart is a really important organ. You could say it is the crucial organ for sustaining our life. The function of the heart is to maintain a constant flow of blood throughout the body. We need this constant flow in order for the body to receive oxygen. The heart pumps the oxygenated blood from the lungs into parts of the body that need oxygen. At the same time, it receives deoxygenated blood and metabolic waste products from the body and pumps it further into the lungs to get oxygenated. Another important thing that gets transported by the heart are the hormones. They are basically the information system of the body. So with their movement within our bodies, our organs can function properly. For example, if we feel that we are in danger, the heart will pump adrenaline that is being secreted by our adrenal glands into our system, which will make the body ready for any challenge. Since our cardiovascular system is still a mechanism, it needs to be in balance to avoid any damage. Blood pressure is a measure of that balance. We all require a blood pressure high enough to give our organs the blood and nutrients they need, but not so high our blood vessels get damaged. Just like with other functions mentioned, the heart is important for this. The pace at which the heart works decides the resulting blood pressure.
What are the main functions of the heart that the professor talks about? Include points and examples from the lecture.
Okay.
Prepare your response after the beep.
Main function of the heart is pump our blood to flow into our bodies, and then change carbon dioxide to become an oxygen, and preparing for blood flowing. And
Start speaking after the beep.
okay. What are the main functions of the heart that Professor talked about? The main function of the heart is first pump. The heart will pump our blood through flow our bodies. It's like vitamin and all about the blood is coming through flow our body, and then they make oxygen. They make carbon dioxide become oxygen, and then an example from the lectures is if we feel dangerous, the heart will pump an adrenaline, and then the adrenaline sustain will become as for more challenging. We be ready about the dangers like that. Okay.
You will listen to a lecture about an academic topic. After, you will get a question about what you heard. You will have 20 seconds to prepare your response and then 60 seconds to give it. Now listen to the lecture.
Communism and socialism are often used interchangeably to refer to the same economic idea. But these are two different philosophies that have some similarities and some big differences. Communism and socialism came with the rise of the Industrial Revolution, and they criticized the business owners who are becoming wealthy by exploiting their workers. They both saw the situation as unsustainable and in dire need of a change. They both advocated the idea that an individual should contribute based on their own ability. Also, they emphasized the importance of government and collectives. They thought that we needed a more centralized structure that will be a producer of good that are required by the public. And the same would go for investment and planning. According to these two ideologies, the government would be deciding where to invest the resources. The most fundamental difference is that under communism, individuals are provided goods based on their needs. You'd simply be given what the government thinks you need in terms of food, clothing, accommodation, etc. But in socialism, individuals are compensated for based on their individual contribution. So people that work harder or smarter would receive more than those that don't contribute. Another key difference is that communism doesn't accept the notion of private property. Socialism states that personal property exists. People can have their personal belongings, but all industrial production is owned by the public and managed by the government.
Okay.
What are the similarities and the differences between socialism and communism? Include points and examples from the lecture. Prepare your response after the beep.
Similarities is their economic stats is more bingung boy. Okay, their similarities is economic and
Start speaking after the beep.
okay. What are the similarities and the differences between socialism and communism? The similarities between socialism and communism is they were have an economic plan on the same, and then the differences is they work on the other individuals on communism. On communism, they work on other individual and like individuals is more important, and then on socialism is they work on like a team, like on family, and include points and example from the lecture is, and the example is like how they, I forgot about that, sorry.